hello. How are y'all doing today? Welcome to my Grace Yoga YouTube live stream. All right, I'm gonna pull up my YouTube because last time I did this, I thought I was live and I wasn't. So I'm gonna go to my channel on my YouTube page, and then I'm gonna just make sure that I'm live, and yay, it looks like it worked. So, okay, I've got my stream open here. So if you have questions or comments or feedback or anything while we're doing our practice today, feel free to ask, because I'm here, I'm watching my chat, and I'll be available. So I feel like my microphone is flip-flopping around here. So today, what my plan is to do a core strengthening workout. Yeah. So I've been trying to do sit-ups every day, and that just doesn't always happen. So let's incorporate yoga and some core work. And now it always, yoga does incorporate, like, to some extent, core. I mean, it does, but it's not like super, I don't think it gets like everything. And also it just depends on the regular routine that you do as a yoga practice as well. Because I say that because about a month ago, 2 months ago, I don't remember exactly when I started, but I started to do 3 sets of ab work, like crunches or whatever. And after the first time I did it, oh my goodness, I was so sore. So like to the point where when I was laying down at night, I thought, oh my gosh, my stomach hurts so bad. I think I'm sick. I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm not. It's just that I'm so sore. So yeah, I was really, really sore. So, okay, I just spent most of my afternoon just now picking weeds outside, which was actually pretty nice and relaxing. Okay, so for core work, let us go ahead and first let's sit nice and tall here. We're gonna roll shoulders back and down, open the heart up, forward, keep the chin tucked. Take a deep inhale as you exhale, round the spine. Yeah, this is good. Inhaling up, exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling up. And exhale, round the spine. So this is seated cat-cows. You can inhale in through the nose, exhale out through the nose or the mouth, your choice, whatever feels best for you right now. All right, we're gonna make some circles, just warming up the body here, and then circling the other way. All right, and then finding stillness. We're gonna roll on down. So roll all the way down. I'm gonna interlock the hands behind the head, and the thumbs can be on either side of the neck, nice and gentle here. So we're going to extend the left leg out long, bend the right knee up, deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're gonna take the left elbow toward the right knee. So without bending this elbow too much, it's more like you're taking this shoulder up and down. Inhale out. Exhale the other leg up. Inhale back out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Now what you can do here is notice I'm placing my foot on the floor, but you can keep your feet hovering over the floor only if that's comfortable for you. All right, and release down. Good. So the next thing that we're going to do is somewhat similar, except we're not going to have the leg extended long. We're going to keep the knees bent like this with the soles of the feet down on the floor. Yeah. Kind of keep the fingers interlaced behind the head with the thumbs on either side of the neck. And you can even give yourself a little neck massage. So it's important here that you're not pulling on your neck when you do these workouts. You want to pretend like you have an apple or an orange between your chin and your chest, like you're holding it right here, and that you're kind of holding it as you come up. So we're not crunching our head forward and we're not letting it fall back. And so kind of, it's more like we're keeping the neck in nice and neutral alignment here. So deep inhale here, interlace the fingers behind the head if you have released them. Deep inhale, exhale that shoulder or elbow toward the knee. Feel your low back press into the mat as you exhale that knee and elbow toward each other. Feel the twist come from the core. Good, you're doing good. Let's keep it up. Remember that apple or orange between the chin and chest. Keep exhaling as you pull the knee and elbow toward each other. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 to grow on here. Yeah, and then exhale out. Now release down. Breathe in, nice and deep. Oh, nice. Shift the hips or the knees from side to side, and then you're going to feel like you're kind of shifting on the hips on the mat. Yeah. Should feel good. So you might feel a little like you're starting to get a little bit warmth here in the abdomen. All right. So taking a break from that, we're going to roll over to the side, facing each other here. We're going to draw the top leg up to the sky. So you can either hook your finger around that big toe, or if that's not accessible, you can use a strap wrapping around the ball of the foot, or you can hold on the back of the thigh or shin, calf, whatever feels comfortable for you. And hugging that in, hugging the knee in, exhaling out. Excellent. So we're going to shift and do that on the other side. I'm going to have to take this out of my pocket here. There we go. I call this couch pose. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's got a better name than that, but I just feel like, you can do this on your couch, laying down. You can have your head supported by your hand, or you can rest your head on your forearm, upper arm. Use your arm as a pillow here. So I'll demonstrate using a strap. So if that's not very available to you to grab your big toe with your peace fingers, then you can use a strap here. So completely up to you how you'd like to be in this pose, and grab behind the calf, behind the thigh. All right, and release that down, hug the knee in, good. Yesterday I did a hip opening sequence on Twitch, and that was a very good hip opening sequence. I mean, it was really awesome. So you should check it out. Okay. Next to Rooney. All right. So we're going to curl ourselves into a little ball here. So coming back to the floor, hug the knees into the chest, become small. Yeah. Rock the knees from side to side. Inhale, and then as you exhale, extend the arms overhead and the legs long. And on your next exhale, hug the knees back in. Inhale out and exhale the knees in. Now, so a variation on this would be your legs would go lower to the ground. And don't hold the breath. Breathe through the whole thing. When you exhale, draw that navel in toward the spine. Only go to your edge, so don't feel like you have to go super far into this. Now we're going to try to take a deep inhale here and exhale on the way out. Good. And 4, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and last one. Hug the knees in. Very good. So rock the knees from side to side. Circle the knees. Maybe you're tracing, I don't know, a disc about that big, about yay big. Not quite as big as a volleyball or football, soccer ball. And then circle the other way. Good. All right, we're going to place the soles of the feet together, and you can grab onto the soles of the feet, interlacing the fingers below on the outside edges of those feet, or you can use your strap here. I don't know if I can extend. Using the strap to place around the feet, and using that here. So completely up to you how you want to hold this pose. So this is Reclined Cobblers pose. Feel your shoulder blades tucking back and underneath the ribs. Taking a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to release the hands, send the feet up to the sky. Press that lower belly in. Pull those toes toward the face. Good. And then on your next exhale, you'll draw the feet back in. You can use your strap here, so no worries. So the strap can go all the way up like this. Yeah, see? Oh, and that feels really good even in the back of the hamstrings and calves. Drawing it back in. Exhaling it out. So here at the top, we're going to make little circles with our heels and the soles of our feet. You can use the strap or not, completely up to you. You may choose to place your hands behind the thighs. Feel the little shakes in the abdomen as you come around on that circle, drawing it closer up toward the forehead, like you're tracing your face with your toes. Good, yeah. And then we're going to circle, trace the face the other way, circle the other way. Feel it in this upper ab area. If you start to feel pain in your low back, then make smaller circles or completely stop the circles. Good. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Once again, draw the feet together. Reclined Cobblers pose here. Release the strap to the side, send the heels toward the sky with your feet flexed here, holding either the backs of the thighs, the calves, or maybe wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes. Other alternatives would be to hold on the arches, on the insides of the feet or the outside edges of the feet. So then you're drawing your knees kind of toward your shoulders, the outsides of your shoulders. Now notice if you do this and your tailbone starts to come up, we don't really want that so much. We want to keep the tailbone and sacrum down. So if that means that you place your hands behind your thighs so it's not compromised, and then press your sacrum into the floor. Yeah. This is happy baby. And then we'll press the knees together and release down. Ooh, yeah. Place the arms at a T, shift the knees from side to side, slowly. Nice. All right. All right. So, nextly, we will, no need to get up. We're going to go back down. Sorry about that. And we're going to place the hands down by the hips. Okay. You can even place your wrists underneath your hips. And we're going to exhale, bend the knees, and lift the soles of the feet away from the floor, lifting them up. You can have your knees bent like this. And then on your next exhale, lower. Inhale in, and exhale out. For a greater challenge, you would extend the legs long. Not letting the heels come to the floor if that's available to you. And 5 more. 4. And 3. And 1. Oh, 2. You can tell I'm ready to be done with these. And 1. Good. And your knees could stay bent that whole time. If you're getting fatigued, you could even kind of alternate between the two. All right. It was really nice to spend outside, like just an hour or maybe even 30 minutes outside, pulling unwanted growth in the backyard. So getting a lot better at telling what is grass that we want to keep and what is not. And today, the one that I was most excited about pulling, it's like some plant that kind of has fingers that they were very hidden, like in the grass, couldn't even see them. And they were all in there. I came up on it, I was like, yeah, I felt like I'd struck gold. I was like, win! And then I grabbed it, pulled it up, and the weeds came out. It was awesome. It was really awesome. All right. So I am excited. We're going to do a stretch here. So go ahead and turn on your side once again. And your top ankle is going to be resting just above the bottom knee. And you'll start to open your shoulder back while your knee stays on the floor. Yeah. Or not, maybe it floats up. Just wherever you're at is fine. So your hand goes back while the knee reaches toward the floor, but it's okay if it comes up because it's just fine. And then you can take your hand that was supporting your head, placing it on the outside of your knee. So here we are in a nice gentle twist. Just kind of stretching out the abs that we were just working so much. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So place your heels underneath your knees, lift your hips up away from the floor, and then just place them right back down. This is just to adjust the hips. We're going to extend the left leg long, hug that right ankle just above the left knee there, and then turn to the side. Let that right knee float over toward the left. Yeah. So the feet here the toes can be pointed. They don't have to be flexed. You're good. You're G-U-D, good. Good, G-O-O-D, sorry. Spelling in my silly old age here. So not too far, no forcing here, because we just want to relax and exhale. There, yeah, good. All right. So traditional crunches. So hands behind. I'm gonna make sure that my microphone's not just like wonkified. Okay, so the hands behind, and then you can have your feet, soles of the feet on the floor with the heels just a bit further out from underneath the knees. So not right underneath the knees, but just kind of walk them out just a bit. Deep inhale here and exhale. Tuck the tailbone up and then lift the heart up. And then down. Exhale up and inhale down. Exhale up. We're not pulling on the neck, we're lifting the heart. Exhale down, or inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. Continuing to exhale, lifting the heart and the tailbone up. Inhaling back down. Can we do 20 more? 19? 18? 16, 15, you can stop anytime that you need to for rest, or you can push through as long as you feel safe. 10, 9, squeeze the abs as you exhale, draw the navel in toward the spine. 5, 4, and a 3, and a 2, and 1. And release down. Good. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah. Good job. So offsetting that, we're going to walk the heel back underneath the knees. So walk both heels back underneath the knees. We're going to place our palms on the mat, fingertips reaching toward the heels. Tuck the shoulder blades back under the body. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your heels, your soles of your feet into the floor and lift the hips up to the sky. Bridge pose. Keeping your head up toward the ceiling, so no looking from side to side here. Keep your neck safe. Look up to the sky in this pose, bridge pose. Breathe nice and deep. You can pat your belly. Doing a good job. Again, breathe it. And then on your next exhale, we'll roll on down. Good. Hug the knees into the chest once more. Press the knees away from each other. Press them together. Let them drift apart. Press them in together. So we're going to do a combo of ab workout and arm workout here. So we're going to be, you can either be on your elbow or you can be up, but we're going to move into a side plank. So first to do that, let's come back over onto hands and knees, tabletop. So you can be here on elbows if you like. You would turn, I need to come up a little bit further. If you're on your elbows, you're going to turn to your side here, and you can extend the leg long. Send the top arm to the sky. So this is a modification of side plank. You can have your knee down if you want to, or you can leave it up. It's all what you like. Make sure your elbow stays underneath your shoulder. Exhale, drawing that navel in toward the spine. Let the shakes come. This is working all sorts of stuff in the core here. And release down. Excellent. All right, so we're going to do that again in just a moment. And then I'll demonstrate using like from the palm. I just wanted to rest for just a moment here. All right, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. I just wanted to rest that for a minute. And then we'll come back to tabletop. And we're going to extend the front leg. So the front leg would be the left leg out long. Make sure that palm is underneath the shoulders. Inhale the top arm up overhead. You can stay here in this modification, or if you'd like to test the waters, you can start to press the extended leg and the palm into the floor and come up to side plank here. So if this is too much for your shoulder, then just come back down and maybe just test the waters by hovering the knee over the mat, or just doing it for a second at a time, continuing to breathe here. Feel the little shakes in the body. Breathe, breathe. Nice and deep. And exhale down. Good. All right. We're going to take this to the other side. So this would be what I call the peak pose of this practice, like the most difficult pose here. All right. Side plank is pretty challenging. All right. So coming to hands and knees, tabletop. Deep inhale, and you can come down to your elbows just like we did the first time. You may need to walk your knees out just a little bit. You'll extend your right leg out long, and then come over to the side here. So lifting the right arm up to the sky, and you can extend the bottom leg long. Notice if this side feels weaker or stronger on you. Feel the little baby shakes as we get into muscles that, little new muscles, small fibers of the muscles that we're working on and developing, and breathe. When you're ready, you can place the top hand down, coming back to tabletop and resting for just a moment here. For just a few seconds, not long, we're going to give the body a rest. Because I was outside working on the yard and pulling weeds, I was kind of like crouched over a lot. My knees were bent, so I was kind of like not sitting, but where this knee was really bent. And it's really sore right here, so that's no good. But the joys of getting older. I think that's why yoga has been so great for me. Just it's helping me as I age, and it's been very wonderful for me. All right, placing palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips once more. If you'd like, you can come back down to elbows doing the modification, or you can continue on with staying up on your palm. So extending the right leg back, inhaling the right arm up overhead. Deep inhale and then exhaling, either keeping that knee down or extending the planted knee out. Not letting the hips sink down, but lifting them up, make sure that your palm is directly underneath your shoulder. And breathe. Coming out of that any time that you would like to. So no need to just try to force it all to happen today. It's fine. You're doing just great. And when you're ready, we'll float that top hand down, come back to tabletop. Walk the knees toward the outer sides or edges of your mat. Big toes come together. Exhale, sink the hips down, walk the arms out. And you can rest your head on the mat. And then pressing the palms into the mat, coming back up, walking the knees together. If you have blocks, grab them. We're just gonna stretch the front of the body. So tuck your toes underneath and come up to knees. Come up on your knees. And you can use a blanket here under your knees. I have 2 mats, so that really helps me a lot for it not to be painful. You can use 2 mats or you can get a blanket. All right, so just have your blocks kind of handy here, maybe on the highest setting, on the outside of your ankles. We're going to bring the hands together in front of heart center. So this is Anjali Mudra. It's a symbol of gratitude, thankfulness. Then, as we exhale, we'll release the palms behind, placing them on the sacrum. So rolling shoulders back and down. So this is level 1 Camel Pose. If you'd like to stay here, no need to go on. If you're feeling a nice stretch here in the front of your torso, you can stay here, or you can begin to place the hands, walking the hands below the buttocks, on the backs of the thighs. And that's even more stretch, opening the heart here. Now here, just like we had been keeping an imaginary orange or apple between our chin and chest, we do the same thing here. So not letting the head dangle back, no dangly heads. Just keep the chin tucked inward. And then this is where we find, if you'd like, so this is like level 2 or 2.5. And then if you would like, you can find your blocks. Your blocks can even be up on your calves. Keeping that apple or orange, the make-believe ones, between the chin and chest as we move into Camel Pose, stretching the front of the body and breathe. And you can stay up on your blocks or you can go down to the heels, depending on where you're at in your practice, in your journey, or maybe to the floor, as long as you're not compromising or crunching into your low back. You want to be lifting up out of that. As you're ready to come out of this camel pose, and you'll keep your head, your gaze forward, so no looking from side to side, but as you're ready to come out, you would leave the pose just as you came in, step by step. Ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl. Step 1. Just kidding. Okay, does anybody know what that is? Oh my gosh, it just came to my mind. Okay, so yeah, just coming out of that, just like you came in, walking the hands behind the thighs, then on the sacrum, and then one hand at a time coming out. Whew, that was a stretch there. Oh, pointing the toes out, sinking the hips back. Okay, so for those of you who guessed it, yes, that was New Kids on the Block, step by step. Yeah. Joey McIntyre. And you can come to an easy seated pose. It doesn't have to be hero's pose like I'm in. This is not an accessible pose for most complete beginners. It becomes more accessible as your yoga journey continues. All right, so I'm just rolling up my strap here. All right, well, good practice. We're going to cross the legs, sinking the hips back, coming to easy seated pose if you're not already there, and then rolling down all the way. Whew. Oh, hugging knees into chest. This has been an ab-focused yoga session, so some of these things you're like, crunches. I always felt that way. When I would do my yoga class, and I would be the student, and my teachers would do crunches. I'm like, this isn't yoga, but I guess everything can be yoga. It just depends. So, all right, for the final pose, it's corpse pose, the pose of rest, shavasana. You'll extend your legs long. Oh, you can place a bolster, blanket, pillow underneath your knees, or you can cover yourself with a blanket. You'll have your arms out to your sides at about a 45-degree angle with palms faced up is the normal position, but everybody's different, so just place your palms in the most comfortable position for you, or you can place your palms on your abdomen. You can close your eyes. Breathe in all the way deep into the abdomen, and exhale, sighing that out. And just notice how the body responds to that breath. Man, I think when I was outside, I must have got a bug bite on my toe or something, or I don't know, who knows what it is. Could be just something, I don't know. Okay. So this is probably the most challenging pose of the practice, just because it requires us to stay completely still. But if you have to move, it's okay. Don't worry. I mean, there's no yoga police here gonna get you. So just let your body melt into the floor. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, sigh that out. Melt into the floor. Relax the jaw. Move the jaw from side to side. And just relax down into the floor. Make as many adjustments as you need up front so that you can, if possible, remain still for the rest of this practice. Begin to follow your breath. So you'll take your awareness to your natural breath, so no controlling. And just know that our minds are designed to think. And so if your mind starts to wander away, thinking about things that are not happening right now, just acknowledge it, let it go, know that it will be waiting for you later. And then take your awareness back to your breath. We'll stay here for just a few moments in silence. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Invite some gentle stretches into the body. Maybe yawn or take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, you'll roll over to your favorite side and press yourself up to seated. Oh, making your way to an easy seated, comfortable position. Bringing hands to heart center. The divine light and the divine grace that is in me recognizes the divine light and grace that is in you. Namaste. Right. Well, thank you so much. This concludes our yoga practices for this week. So Monday and Wednesday, I live stream on Twitch, and Tuesday and Thursday, I am live streaming here on YouTube. So my times vary. I have my schedule on my Twitch page. If I could post it here on YouTube, I would. And if there's a way to do it, I have no idea how to do it. So this is just my second week on YouTube live streaming. I guess I've enjoyed it. I can't see you chatting with me, so that's kind of different. So not sure if I'll stay here on YouTube or not. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, or if I'll just use it to upload videos. I don't know what the plan is. I'm kind of going with the flow, see how things go. And really appreciated you today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If you have any feedback for me, my email is graceyogalife@gmail.com. You're welcome to connect with me there. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/GraceYoga. And in good old fashioned, like normalcy for me, normalness, right when I try to go into meditation, here comes not only the thoughts, but little ones start to come and bug me. I get phone calls from bosses, and everybody wants me at that moment. At any other point of the day, it's like I'm at the bottom of the list, or not even on the list at all. So I'm just kidding, Guinevere, with you. You're always there with me. She's so, oh my goodness, my heart. Okay, totally enjoyed having you. Have a great day. Again, like I said, so, and I do mean it. And you're so amazing. And please just know that there's no one else in the world like you, and that your uniqueness is amazing. So one thing I usually do on my yoga practices is I set an intention. And one of my favorite intentions is I accept and love my uniqueness. So another one of my favorites is there is plenty for everyone, including you, including me. All right. Well, peace. I am out, and I will see you Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. on Twitch for my next yoga live stream class. Please like, comment, and subscribe, please. And follow me on Twitch as well. Thank you.